If you're thinking about opening your own Etsy shop or even redefining or probably rebranding your current shop, there's one of the biggest things that you're going to have to think about and that you're going to have to make a decision on, and that is choosing your niche or what area you're going to go into. And in this video today, I'm going to dive into some tips that's going to help you do just that. So let's get started. First off, you need to understand that Etsy is unlike any other platform. It is a marketplace. It is not like your typical platform. Most people come to Etsy for like unique gifts and vintage and handmade products. Since we're in 2023, moving into the future of AI and a lot of other things, we have a lot of digital products selling over on Etsy now, but it's still kind of on that unique niche type of basis. So it's not like a mass production going on over there, right? So not mass produced products. So they are still tailor made, either by hand or digitally. And you have to keep that in mind when you're choosing your niche, because those are the type of shoppers that are over there shopping on Etsy. Also, when you're choosing your niche, try to keep in mind something that you're interested in, as well as something you have a little bit of skill in, and kind of make it overlap. So like, for instance, I love to design. That's my thing. That's my jam. It is my pastime. It is my hobby. I like to do it. And by me being a designer, there's a lot of different things I know how to design. I can design websites. I can design social media graphics. I can make my own wall art. I can design books. I can design interiors or covers. All of these different things I can design because I can design, period. But I can't be all things, nor do I want to be all things. So in my shop, in one of my shops, actually, the Design Diva, which I announce and publicly announce, but I don't announce my other stuff, but that shop in and of itself is more catered to clip art and digital papers. I started that shop as a social media type of graphic shop. I see a lot of people taking a lot of designs and it's quick to steal designs, right? Or copy in that social media template. Plus, I already know that a lot of things are moving toward video, right? So far as the social media graphics are concerned, for people, they're more looking at video type of things. So I like to still do my designs. So I do clip art and things that people can attach to their social media graphics, like stickers, or even print on shirts or use as backgrounds for Tumblr makers, because they might want they don't have time. They just need a quick background so they can make their little Tumblr wrap. They're going to add to it, and things like that to make an actual Tumblr wrap to sell. Even though I personally don't make the Tumblr wraps, I can supply the raw materials needed so that they can produce the products that they want to produce, as well as other people who want to do scrapbooking and journaling. Those are the type of people that use the digital paper. So I use my designs to cater to the crafters, right? So that's kind of what I do, and that's the intersection on the Design Diva, and that's the direction I redefined that site to go into. So you need to think about that for your site, like for your shop, and what you want to intersect. So say, for another example, if you like doing paintings, and everybody's saying don't you do wall art, everybody's doing wall art, but you can do wall art. You can even do t-shirts still. There's a lot of room. So if you do want to do wall art, though, you need to look at the wall art pieces that are there. You have to still do your research. Look and see what's there and see how you can make it different, or the type of wall art that you want to make. There are Etsy stores that does wall art, but all they do are maps. Just maps of locations. Just maps. That's it. You're not going to find any other wall art piece other than maps in their shop. And you can do something similar where you just have nothing but abstract pink stuff or abstract blue stuff, or wherever your heart is content. But that's a place where you can start to do your research in regards to your niche. There's a lot of things that can be evergreen, that can sell all year round. But what I've noticed on Etsy myself, a lot of things are seasonal. So when you're thinking about putting together your product pieces for your Etsy shop, you want to try to think of things as in seasons. Like, okay, this time of year, what kind of products would people be looking for? And in the spring, in the summer, in the winter, in the fall, on St. Patrick's Day, try to look at the holidays, the months, Autism Month, Cancer Awareness Month. Try to look at seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall. Look at holidays. Look at foreign holidays. Look at meanings of months. Hey, this might be daughter month, or mother month, or father month, or love your pet month. Think of things like that and start generating products that you can offer in your Etsy shop around these type of themes, because these themes are going to come around. These themes are going to come around every single year. So you have build up every single year and more stock to supply in your store. Now, when you're doing research on your keywords, there's a lot of different tools you can use, but I'm going to recommend and suggest you don't get tied up on the tools. Not at all. Do not get tied up in, I need all the tools, because really, you only really need one assistant. If you feel like I need something to help me, you have options, and I'm going to put some of those options in the description below. I'm going to put those links down there for you. But me personally, I love Erank. That's what I use. I use Erank. I do have the Everbee plugin extension because you can get that free. Of course, it gives you limited data, but I don't use Everbee as much as I use Erank. And then you have other ones such as Sales Samurai and Marmalade, as well as Allura. Right? But those get a little bit more pricey. So when you're just starting, I would say start low and work your way up. Don't just try to go out here, not unless you have the capital. If you have disposable income, enough disposable income where you're like, hey, I know I have a dedicated X amount of dollars a month to invest in my store every single month, then keep yourself within that budget. And that budget also includes your tool stack, your tech stack. Okay. Me, I have a lot of tech. Okay. So try to stay within your budget and what's right for you. But I would highly recommend, you start low at first and kind of learn how to use the research keyword tools and how to do keyword research, because that was the hardest thing for me to learn, was keyword research. I didn't know what I was really looking for. Everybody's saying to do the keyword research, and it's like,
what the hell are you talking about?
I would say go with Erank. They have a lot of good tutorials and things like that would teach you how to do keyword research using their tool. So that's why I suggest and recommend that one. Another great thing that I love about Erank is that you get to spy on your competitors. It's so easy to do, for me, competitor research inside of Etsy, because I can see what products they're selling. I can see what tags they're using. I can see on a letter grade view if they got an A or a B. I love the tool so far as I can see what the competitors or my competition are doing and what I can do different and use them as inspiration, because I really don't look at the other shops like competitors per se, quote unquote. I look at them more like inspiration, because I know if they can do it, I can do it. I just need to find out what works for me. And you do that by reverse engineering and watching and looking and seeing the trends in what they're doing. And also taking a look at their site. If their site has like 400, 500 products on there, and you're looking in Erank, and Erank is giving you an estimated sales amount, then if you want to get that number, you can't be upset or thinking, I'm not good enough, or trying to compare yourself when your shop only has, like mine, 53 items on it. It's not going to do probably the same amount as somebody in my same niche or my competitor, and they have 400 or 500 on theirs. So those types of things got to be weighed out and taken into consideration as well. So when you see people in your niche and they have 1,000, 2,000 products uploaded, you need to get to that level before you can even start comparing, because right now you're trying to compare apples to oranges, and that's not cool. You need to start evaluating your cost. And that's something I did not do either, because I'm so used to paying for tech. But you really have to take a look. Whether you're doing digital products or physical products, you have to weigh in your expenses. And I mean, that includes your tech for digital, what your design software. Like, it's more to it than what meets the eye. Yes, you get to upload your listings on Etsy for like 20 cents a listing. And if you use the link below in my description, then of course you can get your first 40 listings for free. But what you can do is open up your shop, get those 40 listings free. But guess what? You still need to design or hire somebody to do your mock-ups, your thumbnails. You still got to make the product, however much that costs you to do. And if you're using software like I do, you pay for software. That's like how you make your products. And then of course, there's other things that you're going to need, like your keyword research tool. All of those things go into the cost of creating your products. So you need to take that in consideration. If you are a handmade and you sell physical products on Etsy, which I really don't too much specialize in holding inventory myself in house, but if that's something you did or that you want to do, you got to take that in consideration. You got to take in your orders, like your shipping supplies, your packaging. Those are other things that you need to take in consideration in the cost, and also looking at your competitors. You got to see, okay, they're selling almost similar things and their price range is this. And then sometimes you're going to be thinking to yourself, like, how are they even charging these prices when the packaging costs an arm and a leg? Okay, so it just depends on what niche you pick, but those are things you need to look at as well. If I can't stress enough, your thumbnails and what you have as your mock-up is what's going to make you stand out in the Etsy search results. Because I noticed that a lot of mock-ups look the same, or they are like the same color palette. And I'm like, I noticed the thing that stands out of everything else that looks similar. Sometimes it's not about going exactly with what's in the search. Sometimes it's about changing the game up a little bit and doing something different to make your thumbnail stand out amongst everybody else's thumbnail that is there. But you have to test that, because some niches, they are used to seeing things a certain way. And if yours stand out, they can think that's a problem. But then if you're wanting to be creative, you just got to test your thumbnails. I would say definitely test your thumbnails, but they are a big piece of what the customer sees first in the Etsy search. So really take that into consideration as well when you're actually redefining and choosing your niche. You got to look at these things, because it has to be something you can duplicate or something within your skill set, or you have the ability to do. And guys, I just want to let you know, make this journey fun. Like, I love doing Etsy because it's fun to me. And when it's fun to you, the money is going to come, because I'm not thinking about the money so much on my Etsy shop, right? Especially the Design Diva. Okay, should I say the Design Diva? We're just going to say the Design Diva shop. Design Diva Studio was created out of passion. It wasn't really created to really make money. I drove it in the beginning to see what the potential could be. And I know that if I really wrote it, I can really make some good money from the Design Diva. I know that already. So I'm good with knowing that. That's okay for me. When you know that something is possible or you've done it, you know you can do it, right? So once you know you can do it at any time. So it gives you that freedom of thought where you're not stressing so much. So I don't stress about sharing the Design Diva, and that's because I know I have other automated income machines out on the net working for me. So I have another Etsy shop, and I also have niche affiliate sites too. So I have other things going on, but that's because I'm techie. Okay, so make this about a journey for you. Have fun with it. You know, go into it with the mindset, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to do what I enjoy doing, to serve the people that I'm here to serve. And it's going to be rewarding any way it go. But keep doing your research. Stay not necessarily passionate, but that's why I say do something that you're interested in. Because if this is going to be the thing that you want to grow, you're going to be working at it. For hours. Okay. And a lot of people give up on their Etsy shops because their expectations was too high, going in, they just knew, oh, my stuff gonna blow up based on what they see on YouTube and on the net and whatever else. But I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, to you. I'm here to give you the real. Running an Etsy shop is running a business. And some people are lucky enough to have it blow up overnight, but that's not the norm, okay? That's not the, that's the exception, not the rule. So you need to go in with the proper expectations, and that's why I am here. So if you like this kind of content, if you like somebody that's giving you some honest, thorough opinions and feedback based on experience, then go ahead and be sure to subscribe to this channel so I can keep making more videos like this for you guys, okay? But also, success in Etsy's world is all about being unique and understanding the market that you're going to choose to be in. And just be persistent. Be consistent with your uploading, okay? And make sure everything, it applies to the niche and the target audience that you want to serve. So I hope this was helpful to you. Go ahead and be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I do check those. So until the next video, bye.